Who else we got in here? Who just arrived? Oh, David. Good morning, David. David, good morning. Oh, I hope you can hear me, David. All right. All right, so you guys are working on the POD. And I'm glad to see so many people here. This is really exciting. If only we had young Rock. Who else are we missing? Jamarion. Matthew. Oh, there's Rock. Speak of angels and hear their wings. All right. Oops, that's the wrong person. Rock, good morning. Raquel, can you hear me? Rock, are you there?
Hello.
Good morning. It's so nice to hear your voice this morning.
Good morning.
And Amir? Oh my gosh. This is the best day of my online learning so far. Good morning, Amir.
2 more people.
Amir, can you hear me? Oh, he's chatting. All right, let's see. Says good morning. All right. All right. Well, good. I am so glad so many of you were here this morning. So you guys are working on your problem of the day. And then today's class is almost all about the project. All right, so some of you are off to a great start on the project. Some of you are like Caden, just shared with us that he doesn't even know what the project is. So by the end of today, I hope we're all on the same page. That's all you're gonna be responsible for this week is the project. Ooh, that's terrible.
That hurt.
Oh my God.
All right, I just muted all of you guys. So, so today's class will be about the project. So we'll do the POD. We'll talk a little bit about business, and then we'll dive into the project, both in the logistics of what is the project, for those of you who maybe missed out on last week's class and didn't go back and watch the video or read the Google Doc. And then I'm going to teach you some skills, right? You need to actually know how to do a Google Sheet to do this project. So this isn't just about food, it's actually about math too, right? So we'll get to the math part today with the Google Sheet. So I put you all on mute for right now. I'll unmute you guys in a second as we start the POD here. So we're going to talk about POD number 1. Would anybody like to walk us through problem of the day number 1?
Can I do it?
All right, Henry, go for it.
So basically you have to simplify down the question. So you can't see what I'm pointing at, but 4 equals x minus 8, so you have to distribute the property. So you get 4x minus 32, or you could just do 4x plus negative 32. That's what I do.
Oh, good old keep, change, flip, huh, Kaden?
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed.
Keep going.
And then you have the rest of the equation plus 2x minus 4. And then if you want, you can combine like terms. So 2x goes into positive 4x, so that gets 6x. And then negative 4 goes into negative 32, that would equal negative 36.
All right.
And then that's just one side. So that equals 6 equals x minus 6. I don't know, but then you do distribute property on the other side, so you get 6x minus 36, negative 36. And then, so now the question's, it's the same equation, so x can be any number, it can be 1, it could be a million, so that's it. Then you just want to subtract, I guess, 6x minus 6x, then you just end up with negative 36 equals 36. That is true. So X
Yeah.
can be whatever number.
I would stop here. Yeah, you could do that, but I'm just gonna stop at that place. Yeah. Amir says it's infinite solutions, and that's true, right? So we have 6x minus 36 equals 6x minus 36. That's all real numbers, infinite solutions. Like Henry said, x could be 1, x could be a million. You have the same thing, same on both sides. So when you have the same thing on both sides, that means you can put any number in for x. 6 times 2 minus 36 is going to be the same as 6 times 2 minus 36. All right, so all real numbers, whatever you want to say in this here, okay? All right, I picked these 3 because as I was going through people's tests, people were a little confused on these ideas here about all real numbers versus, let's take a look at number 2. Someone other than Henry, who would like to walk us through POD number 2 today? Kovalis, go for it.
All right. So you do the parentheses first.
Yep.
Yeah. So it would be 4x.
Yep.
And then what happened in the screen? And then it would be 12.
We're gonna do 4 times 8. So it's 4 times 8.
36.
32. Yep, so 4x minus 32.
And then you'd write out the plus 2x.
Yep.
And minus 4 equals 6x, right?
Yep. 6 times x and 6 times 5 is
30
30.
plus, or yeah, minus 30.
Yep. That looks good. All right. So Poe, on this first side of the equation, if we combine our 4x and our 2x, how many x do we have?
6x.
6x. And if we combine our negative 32 and our minus 4, we have a minus what?
That'd be minus 36.
Minus 36. All right, equals 6x minus 30. All right, and then where would you go from here, Paul?
Or add 36.
I don't even know.
All right, you got us this far. Who wants to, someone other than Henry and someone other than Poe? Who wants to, Owen, take over.
You'd add like terms.
Yeah, so what do you want to add?
6 and 6.
All right, so the 6's are on opposite sides of the equal sign, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to bring this 6 over. So I'm gonna have to subtract it because it's coming to the other side.
Oh yeah.
So what is 6x minus 6x, Owen?
0x.
0x, which is just a good old 0. So I have 0 minus 36 equals negative 30. What do you think, Owen?
And then you do 36 to both sides. Add 36.
Okay. Now I have 0 equals what? What's negative 30
6.
plus, yeah, equals 6. Does 0 equal 6?
No.
No. So what would we say for this one?
No solution.
No solution. Okay. That's our symbol for no solution.
Hey,
So
Samick.
what's up?
When are the tests gonna be in?
I'll be honest, probably before Easter, but I thought I was gonna finish them this weekend. They're just not done yet, but
Okay.
they'll be done before Easter.
How are they coming back?
The semi.
That good?
You'll get feedback on your slides. So you'll see your grades on your slides. So once I have your slides updated, I will email you. But I've been putting comments on the slides. Oh,
We only have like a couple of days of classes today or this week, right?
that is true. And I'm going to talk, I have a whole slide about the calendar. So yeah,
Oh,
only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for class.
All right.
All right, so back to this problem. Some of you might have seen that there was no solution when you were here, right? 6x minus 36 equals 6x minus 30. That's impossible. Some might have seen it here. Negative 36 equals negative 30. 0 equals 6. As long as you see it at some point, that's all that matters, that you have no solution. All right, last one. Let's get number 3 done. Then we'll talk about the project and talk about this week and talk about all the things that you want to know about. So for number 3, who wants to walk us through that we haven't heard from yet? Someone other than Poe, Henry, and Owen.
I'll do it.
Who's that?
Xavier.
Xavier. All right, let's do it, Xavier.
So you do 4 times x,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4 times 8,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and you do 5 times x,
Mm-hmm.
and then 5 times 6.
All right, so 5x minus 30. I'm going to bring down that 2x and that minus 4. All right, where would you go from here, Xavier?
Plus 32.
Okay, we could add 32. Oops, 32 and plus 32 and cancel those out. All right, so now I'm going to have a 4x and a plus 2x and a minus 4 equals 5x plus what or minus what?
Minus 62.
Try again. We have a minus 30
Oh, no.
plus 32.
62. Oh, that's a plus. I thought that was a negative. Oh, 2.
Yeah, plus 2. Okay. Where would you go from here?
Plus 4.
Plus 4, okay. I'll do plus 4 on both sides, and I have 4x plus 2x. These canceled equals 5x what?
Plus 6.
Plus 6, okay. Now what?
Minus 5x.
Minus 5x. I'm going to put, you care if I put these two together first?
No.
Yeah, let's just put those together to make it even easier. We'll call that 6x equals 5x plus 6. And yeah, then let's subtract 5x. And Xavier, what's 6x minus 5x?
1x.
1x equals what?
6.
6. We done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have x equals 6. So this one actually has an answer of just x equals some number. All right, so those problems looked really similar, and you just change one little thing, and you could have no solution, you could have one solution. All right, so just as I was looking at people's tests, this is one of the things I noticed. All right, so for today, these slides are on the Google Doc if you want to follow along at all. I just want to do a quick attendance now that there are so many people in here. So, Noah, are you still here? Is Noah here? He was here.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
All right, Noah, Henry, Luke. I see your face, Luke. David, are you still here? David? David's a maybe. Povilis?
Yeah.
Okay, Poe's here. Joe Keller, is you still here? He didn't leave us? Joe, where's Joe? No Matthew. Xavier? Xavier's here. He just did the problem. Z, are you still in here?
I am still here.
Thank goodness. Caden, how about you? Did Caden ditch us? Okay, Caden's a maybe. Rock? I see your little face. Are you actually there? All right. Jamarian? No, Jamarian. Let's see. Jack? Is Jack still here? Where's Jack?
Present.
Present. Robbie's still present. I see his face. Amir, I see your name. Oh, David is still here, he says. Amir.
Hayden's still here. He's just on mute.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure he didn't walk away and he's going and like watching the Today Show and instead of being in a math class. So, Hayden, are you here?
Everyone turn on face cam.
So Joe Kellers, yeah, Miss Sama, can you unmute me? Yeah, you should be able to unmute yourself. That's cool. All right. There you go. All right, Kellers. All right, so just good old Caden. Hopefully he's still here. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. And we're going to talk about a few things. So let me get this up. What's
Caden's muted.
Caden's muted. Oh, okay. Maybe we should leave it that way, huh? Just kidding, Caden.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Once I share my screen, Caden, I'll unmute you. All right. Okay, so let's go back to, all right, so business. All right, so first of all, I recognize some of you don't even know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the project. So I will go through that here momentarily. All right, for those of you who have no clue what's going on. But just so everyone's clear, once we get onto this project, you have 2 things to do on Wednesday. Those are parts 3 and parts 4. Part 3 is the one that involves all the math, and part 4 is a reflection. I also put an extra credit part on of this project. Amir says, what was part 1 and part 2? Amir, I'll get to that in a second. Okay, I'll share the whole project with you for those people who haven't gotten on yet. For those of you who do know what I'm talking about, there's an extra credit part, and I originally had it due during the last Friday of spring break. But I did change it to after spring break. All right, so Ignatius is really trying to, I'm gonna allow you guys to unmute yourselves if you wanna ask a question, but I'm gonna mute everybody. Ignatius is really trying to get everyone on board, all the teachers on board with nothing's due over spring break. All right, so that this break is a break for both you and for us, right? I think this has been a really interesting time for all of us, and we all could take a deep breath and need a deep breath. So that's the part where you're going to cook with your family member, make a video, and figure out how much it costs to make that thing. Okay. And again, that's the extra credit part, but they are test extra credit points. So I think it's a really fun way to earn some extra credit and do some math in a way that'll be, I don't know, fun, especially if you like cooking shows, or if you don't like cooking shows, but maybe someone at your house likes cooking shows, you know, your own little version of that. So this morning I went through and I have part 2 done from Noah, Henry, David, Poe, Joe, Robbie, Jack. Luke, I saw your submission. I emailed you a couple of things. So you have a good list, but you need to get it onto the project sheet. But at least you've got a good start. And then David, you just need to go back and finish the weeks. So that's my crew that I feel like knows what's going on. Flipgrid was part 1. I have Flipgrids from Noah, Henry, Luke, David, Joe, Xavier, Jack, Robbie. I guess that's it. And then, so that was part 1 of the project. So for those of you not on that list, you need to go and check that out. And I'll show you, I can actually show you the other guys here in a second. And last item of business, Wednesday, April 8th is the last day of this, this week. It's Holy Thursday, Good Friday, so there's no classes, and then next week there's no classes. Again, St. Ignatius is really promoting that everyone gets a break. The exception to that is reading books. Like I think Owen, yes. Thank you, Owen, for reminding me. I was just doing this like 20 minutes ago. So Owen, you are also good to go on the Flipgrid. I did watch your video, so you're good. I wish your Flipgrid worked, Owen. All right, but yeah, you're good too. Let me just mark that right now and go back. All right. Okay, so Owen's asking about where do I turn in part 2? All right, so this is how this works. So for those of you who have no idea what the project is or how to turn it in, on our, Jamarian, yeah, I got your email. I replied. So yeah, you can still work on this and turn it in, that's fine. All right, so for those of you who have not gotten onto this document lately, this is the document I keep sending, and it's linked in PowerSchool where I have everything that we're working on. So I linked down here. Here was everything about the project. So the project, you have to open this food budget project. And what you're gonna do, this is what it's gonna open up to. So there are, all the parts are on the side here, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You make a copy, so you do file, make a copy. And like, say this is Amir's food budget project. He hits okay. And then Amir, let me move these guys. Amir is gonna have to share it with me. So Amir, you can actually use this one. Here, Amir, I'm gonna share it with Amir. Oof, everything is moving real slow, Amir. Except you would write my name in here, E. Samick at Ignatius, all right, with editing privileges, and then you send it to me. All right, so once you do that, now I can see what you're working on. So for someone like, who turned this in? Jack has done his first part already. I could see it this morning. Part 2 was you guys have to make a meal plan for 4 weeks. So we're thinking about this quarantine, right? We're not supposed to be going to the store right now. We're supposed to be staying home. So every time you think about going to the grocery store, like I try to avoid the grocery store altogether. So when I go, I am trying to buy for 2 weeks, 3 weeks of groceries and not try to go back there again, right? That's part of the experience of social distancing and flattening the curve. And that's one of, our responsibilities. So I try to really make sure that I have what I need. So you're going in here. So this is Amir's, right? And for breakfast, he might have eggs and toast. And then Monday he has cereal with milk. And on Tuesday he still has cereal because he has to get up early, doesn't have time to be making stuff. Okay, so you need to go in and you need to have at least 4 different kinds of breakfast, 4 different kinds of lunch, and 6 different kinds of dinner. So you can't just put on and eat cereal every day for breakfast. Maybe in reality that's what you're doing, but the push is to try to get you to think a little creatively here. Some of you did a great job. Some of your meals are amazing. Some of you said, I'm just going to eat bacon for breakfast. You need to eat bacon with something. All right.
Mrs. Samick?
What's up, Henry?
Not that I did do the bacon, but what if you have different kinds of cereal?
That's fine.
One day, in instance, you have Captain Crunch, and then the next day you have Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That would be fine because then when you get to your grocery list, that means you have to buy 4 different boxes of cereal, and that's fine.
Okay, also, what do you have against bacon?
Yeah.
You can't just eat bacon. You can
I do that like every
I do that all the
day.
time.
just bacon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my.
Bacon and coffee. It's a
On
miracle.
Mm, pancakes.
Bacon and pancakes, yes. Bacon and eggs. Bacon.
Bacon and bacon.
Bacon and coffee is
Bacon
good
and
too.
Bacon and coffee. Bacon
Yeah,
and
that's
coffee
good.
is a miracle worker. And if you say likewise, then I'm just going to have to consider this class.
I mean, if you eat bacon and coffee, fine. Like you do you. But I don't encourage that. I encourage you to at least eat a piece of toast or something.
I've won.
Okay.
Sarah, can you share this to me?
Share this document with you?
I've won.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep.
like the entire thing, cause yeah.
Okay. So,
I haven't.
Caden, can you get onto this document?
How do I do that?
Oh, okay. Here, I'm just gonna do this right now. Caden. It's on our PowerSchool page. It's like linked. Every email I send you has it linked. All right, and I just sent it to you that way. All right. So then when you go down here, Kaden, to last Wednesday has all the project stuff, and it's a food budget project link. All right, so I was working on Amir's fake one. All right, so about half of you have done this already, okay? The other thing half of you have done is the first Flipgrid for this assignment. All right, so the link to the Flipgrid is in here. I tried to link everything in this side so you could see it right there. I didn't try to, I did it, it's done. So on Flipgrid, you can see you have to make one breakfast. I don't know if I said breakfast or didn't say breakfast, but most of you did breakfast. I did breakfast. So you can see everybody's responses. People did a good job. There are a couple people that did grilled cheese, but only used one slice of cheese. So not one slice of cheese, fine. I think people use more than one slice of cheese on their grilled cheese, but some people only use one piece of bread. So make sure you use 2 pieces of bread. You got to think about that in your calculation.
What? You could just cut the piece of bread in half and then.
All right.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe just put 4 pieces. Who eats 1 piece of cheese?
Times are tough. You need to use 1 slice of bread for grilled cheese. Just cut
How
it.
do you do that?
I mean, that would be nice.
All right, I'm muting you guys. All right.
It's not a same.
Okay. So, that was part 1, was this Flipgrid. And I show you how to do this in this video. Like if you get on here and play my video. Hey guys. I'll show you exactly what you need to do in your recording. All right. So some of you are missing this. You can see who's got it done and who doesn't have it done. All right. So what we are focusing on today is part 3. So you have thought about how much does it cost to make one thing. I'm using Giant Eagle's website. You don't have to use Giant Eagle. Heinen's has a website. Dave's has a website. But you have to find the actual prices, right? You're not going to the grocery store and finding these prices. You can just use the prices on, what is this called? Giant Eagle, okay? So anything that you need should be on Giant Eagle, all right? Okay, so today we are focusing on part 3. So again, I'm down here on these tabs. You guys did part 2, and here is part 3. Now part 3, you're gonna look at your meal plan and say, okay, if I'm Henry and I want to eat 4 different kinds of cereal for breakfast, all right, I'm gonna go over, I made a copy of this to play with so I don't mess up people's download.
What about 4 different kinds of bacon?
4 different kinds.
There's only one kind of bacon, Henry.
You're right, American bacon. Turkey bacon doesn't exist.
Canadian bacon is way better.
Okay, so I am not going to allow you guys to unmute yourselves. All right, so here we go with, so now you're going to go into your grocery list. Okay, thank you. All right, so with your grocery list, you are looking and saying, okay, I'm going to eat cereal every day, so I need a gallon of milk, right? So here is my gallon of milk, and if I'm going to be there in quarantine for a month and I am going to eat cereal every day, I probably need 2 gallons of milk. All right, so how many of those things do I need? All right, and you got to look and say, if I'm eating sandwiches every day for a month, then we need to maybe buy 2 loaves of bread. So you have to buy enough for your 28 days of quarantine. Okay, so I did some sample items here just to get it started. What you need to do is you need to pick a category. So here, I'm gonna, look at Henry. Henry's gonna eat cereal and he's gonna eat Captain. Is it Captain like this? He doesn't actually spell out Captain, does he? Captain Crunch. So this is what you're gonna do with your list. You're gonna make this, look at this meal and say, oh, I need cereal and milk, so I'm gonna I need Captain Crunch. Jamarian says he's lost. Jamarian, I'm gonna share this with you directly. And you can open it and make yourself a copy. All right, let's see if that helps. All right, so I'm gonna go back to, all right, so Henry says he's gonna eat Captain Crunch. Henry goes to the Giant Eagle website. I think I have to do, oh, there it is. All right, oh, that's with the berries. We're just gonna go with that. So it's $3.29 for a box. Oh, I have so many tabs open. All right, that's an 8-ounce box, I think. And it was what, $3.29? $3.29. Oh, 18.7 ounces. All right. All right. So you are gonna make yourself. Jamarian, you're not gonna fail this project. We just put an F in the grade book. That is not true. We're gonna get you through this. All right. So, all right, you guys are talking about bacon on the chat. That's fine. All right, so you're gonna make yourself a grocery list. What do you need if you are taking care of yourself? This is why we're imagining that this is a time where you guys are, you're imagining you're 22 living on your own, right? If this is you out of college or out of whatever you do after high school and you're 22 and you're living by yourself and you can't go out to eat all the time, which we learned last week is really expensive compared to a grilled cheese can cost you 45 cents, or a bowl of cereal I think cost us, I mean, less than 50 cents. I think it was less than a quarter. So eating in planning is gonna always save you money. As a young adult, when you're 22, as a 40-year-old lady, right, with a family. So thinking about these things. So Jamaria might be 34 already. All right, so you're gonna make yourself your grocery list, okay? And you're gonna pick. So if I have a fruit, I want, bananas. All right, and I like looking at bananas because when you look at bananas on the Giant Eagle website, and it's fine to not go to Giant Eagle. You just need to find some sort of grocery store website. I don't care which one it is, but you need to actually get prices that are real. You can't just make up prices for yourself. All right. So bananas, these bananas are 25 cents a piece. Okay. So if I'm looking at this, that's for one banana. I'm going to maybe get 10 bananas. And they're 0.25 a piece. Okay, so with this, at this point, all you've done is make a list, right? You've thought about how many of each item you would want. Maybe if you're gonna eat a lot of spaghetti, you might get 2 jars of spaghetti sauce. A 12-pack of toilet paper, maybe you wanna get 2 of those. All right, I've noticed on a lot of the grocery store websites, you can't find toilet paper. I had to go to walmart.com to find a toilet paper price because the grocery stores don't have it in stock. So just something to think about. It should not be $30 for 1 apple. So I would double check that. All right, so once you're there, this is where the math comes in. This is where the Google spreadsheet comes in. And if we have some time, I actually had a whole different data set I was going to use to teach you how to do these types of things on Google Sheets. But I will just show you on this sample one how to do this. And then maybe this afternoon, that's what I'll do this afternoon. I will make another tutorial video on Google Sheets since we only have about 7 minutes left. So I will do that today. I will use the data set. I made a data set about exercising to show you how to do some of these things. All right. Who is? All right. So we just had a rando stop in here. Okay. So once you're here for total cost, so for those of you wondering how to do this on Google Sheets, if you've never used Google Sheets, one of the features of Google Sheets is that you shouldn't have to do, 2 times 2.49, 10 times 25 cents, 2 times $1.39. That's the point of this exercise, is to show you how to use this tool. So anytime you want to do math in Google Sheets, you hit the equal sign. All right? Any type of equation you want to do, any type of mathematics you want to do, you hit the equal sign, and then it'll allow you to do some math. So what's cool about this is that I want to work on multiplying 2 times 249. So what I say is I want this column times this column. And that's what I want to do for this whole sheet. I want to multiply 2 numbers. All right? And then I hit enter and it calculates it for me. From there, what's beautiful about Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, Excel is the program that this Google Sheets is modeled after, is you don't even have to type that over and over. I have this formula in my Google Sheet saying multiply this column by this column. This little square right here, I drag it down and it will fill in all of these numbers for me, which is pretty cool. Okay. So your job is to look up the prices. Okay. You got to make yourself a grocery list, look up the prices, and then you need to work on this piece of using Google Sheets with the equal sign. Equal sign, I'll show you one more time. I'll clear all this out. Clear it. So I hit the equal sign and I just tell it, what do I want to multiply? I hear everybody asking, can this be do over break? And this cannot be do over break. Okay. So right now all we're doing is you're listing your items, how many you need to buy, and your cost per item. Okay. So that's what we're working on now. Maybe I'll modify it slightly, but no, this is what we're going to work on this week. This is our project. So I'm taking this item times, which is shift 8 with a multiplication, times this item, and then I hit enter. Okay. So we can drag this down and come up with our total costs. All right. I will do this for you. I will, let's just work on grocery list and total costs for today. Okay. We'll work on that for Wednesday. We can work on pie charts and column charts after the break. So I will give you that break. All right. For today, do Wednesday. I will modify this and say the only thing you need to do for Wednesday is fill in your categories, your list, your size, your items, and your total cost. All right. So in other words, you need to do this tab 2, part 1. And then when we come back from break, we can work on the bar chart and the pie chart. Okay. But this part, I can make another little mini video on how to do this calculation and how to use this in Google Sheets. All right. But once you get going with Google Sheets, it is a really nice thing to do. So yeah, so we'll just make tab 2 part 1 due Wednesday. And then the reflection will be due after break with the pie charts. Okay, so we'll just extend the project after break. All right, so that'll answer Owen's question. But your grocery list should have quite a few items on it. All right, and we'll do your total cost. All right, because there are several of you who don't even have tab 1 done. So you need to work on tab 1, and then we'll do tab 2, part 1. All right, so I am gonna unmute you, and I will allow you to ask a question. Please don't all talk at once. All right, if we need to do a hand raise. How do you do tab 1? Jamari, on tab 1, you get to pick whatever you want to eat, okay? So for me, I was just doing a sample. I said, I'm gonna eat frozen waffles and I put syrup on them. I'm gonna eat cereal with milk. You're gonna eat whatever it is that you want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and for dinner for all 4 weeks. So you're gonna have this filled in. So I could even show you, a sample of one that's completed. Let's look at Jack. Jack was my bacon for breakfast guy. So Jack has his done for tab 1. All right. So here we go with Jack's. Jack apparently doesn't like snacks. Who doesn't like snacks? I think Jack needs some snacks in there. I think there were a couple of you guys that did a really nice job with your snacks and your other, like you need toilet paper, you need hand soap, but Jack does have a nice spread of things here. Turkey sandwich. So when Jack puts together his grocery list, he's gonna need to buy turkey and he's gonna need to buy bread. And if he likes mayonnaise, he needs to buy mayonnaise. Jamari and I did just send it to you. All right, you need toilet paper before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh my gosh. Okay, Amir. So funny. Gotta be the funny guy. All right. So that's what you needed to, you were supposed to do this for Friday. For those of you that didn't do it, it's fine. Just do it. Okay. And then by Wednesday, so now Jack will start filling in his grocery list and he'll have A through G. A through G should be done by Wednesday. So that is my gift to you for all of you asking for a little more time on this. And that's fine. We'll do a little more tutorial when we get back from break. And hopefully, I really want you to learn this skill. This is a skill that if you know how to use Excel spreadsheets and you want to go into science and medicine, engineering, business, accounting, any field of business. I think I said this the other day. My sister hates math, but she uses Excel every day because she does the marketing for the Cavs and for all the concerts in Cleveland. So Excel spreadsheets, using this as a tool makes life so much easier and can really keep you organized. So that's why I've sort of taken this direction with this project. All right, so I am going to unmute you and I'll answer questions that people might have. So would anybody like to ask a question?
Will you be on tomorrow, like on a Zoom meeting, like if you have any questions?
I can be, but the next time I'm set to be on Zoom is Wednesday at this time.
All right.
And I will answer any question. That's all I'll do Wednesday. I can even open up your spreadsheet and take a look and help you through things.
What time is it due on Wednesday?
8 p.m.
All right.
I don't know. What did I say in here? I probably said something. I just said Friday. I just said the day. So I'm not going to grade them till Thursday. I'll be honest with you. I'm not looking at them till Thursday. So anytime Wednesday.
Got it.
And if you want to ever meet up online. Like if you wanted to check in tomorrow, just shoot me a time that works for you and we can get on Zoom then.
Demic,
So
Yes, Henry.
if we don't have any questions, can we leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
we
you
can
don't have any
leave.
questions, you can leave. And I hope to see you all Wednesday,
Samek.
All right. Bye.
guys.
oh, I missed something. So there's only 3 parts, right?
Okay, so Kaden, eventually we'll
Mhm.
get to the point where we're going to make a bar graph and a pie chart about this. And then part 4 is you have to do a reflection. But that'll now be due after break because we're not going to finish all the parts before break.
So by Wednesday, we have 3 parts that are due.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go in and change some of these due dates.
So what's the thing on Flipgrid? That's the only thing I'm kind of confused on.
Wait, let me get to show you one more thing that's in here before we move on. There's also a bonus. So if you, these are test bonus points. So this is the real deal. So if you pick one thing that you want to learn how to make that has at least 5 ingredients, you can do that and do some calculations with it. And you can make a video of yourself doing it and you can earn bonus points. So the details of that are all on this last tab.
So is that the thing that we need to do on Flipgrid or no?
No, this is the bonus. Flipgrid,
Alright.
Flipgrid is here. Well, here. In the project description where it says part 1, Flipgrid, there's a link to the Flipgrid when you get in there.
Part 1. Did you shared it to me, right?
Yeah. So when you get in there, part 1 Flipgrid, and you log in,
I don't see Flipgrid. I only see slides.
are you on this green sheet or on this project?
I don't think you showed me that part. I think you only showed me. Yeah. Just an update.
All right, here. All right, I just shared that with you directly. All right, you in there now?
Oh, yeah, I'm opening it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
All right, so you're gonna go to part 1. Part 1,
Alright.
online
And
learning,
then Flipgrid.
Flipgrid, and then you go to that link and it's gonna take you here. And then I have a video that demonstrates what to do.
Got it.
So watch that video. And then you can watch any of these. Most of these guys did a really good job. Like look at David over here. You can even see his math in his selfie. So that's what you need to do for that part.
Got it. And then, all right. And then for part 2, it's like a chart and like you have to label what you eat for like the week for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Do you see these at the bottom, Kaden? These tabs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So those are the parts.
Yeah, they're all labeled.
Got it.
All right. Are you
All right.
good?
And we only go to part 3, right?
Part 3, just tab. Just this first tab.
All right. So we go all the way up to the 3rd tab.
Yeah, and then the other.
Alright.
You could work on the bonus over break if you want, if you want
Alright.
to do, but yeah. So you're just gonna do this part A, part 3, part A. Okay, and then we'll learn how to do the rest of it after break.
Got it. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jamarian or Robbie, do you guys have questions you want to ask? Can I show the example spreadsheet for part 3? Yep. Okay. So, all right. So here, oh, that was what I was going to use today to teach you guys. Okay. Let's get rid of all that. All right. So Oh, that's Jack's. Okay, get out of there. All right, let me pull that back up. I think I already shut it down. Copy. All right. All right, so if I'm on tab 2, and I think I changed some of this up here. I think I called it like part 2 or whatever. This is like an old one I was using before. I've changed this a lot. So, but it's all the same in that you're gonna pick a category. So say you pick a vegetable. Say you are gonna eat a lot of I don't know, like you like tomatoes on your sandwiches. All right, so I'm gonna go tomato. Then I'm gonna go to the Giant Eagle website and look up how much a tomato costs. And then I see, so a big tomato like this that I might slice up for a sandwich is 62 cents. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna put, well, I'm gonna need, one tomato costs 62 cents. Oh, whoops. One tomato costs 62 cents. And I'm gonna need 3 tomatoes because I really like tomatoes on my sandwich. So my formula is already in there. So I can clear this out and show you how this works. So because I want to figure out how much it costs in total for my items, if I want 2 gallons of milk and each gallon is $2.49, so I'm here. The way you calculate that in Google Sheets is you hit the equal sign. Anytime you want to do math in Google Sheets, you always hit the equal sign. And then you hit what you want to multiply. So I want to do 2. And then the times button is Shift 8, right? The little star, asterisk. So I want to do 2 times 249. Those are the 2 numbers I want to multiply. And then I hit enter. And it will calculate that for me. And rather than me coming, okay, well, I want to do equals 1 times 179, enter. You don't have to do that over and over. What you can do is you can drag that box all the way down and it'll do all the math for you. What it's doing, it's saying, oh, you want me to follow a pattern? Okay, I can follow a pattern and I'll do that pattern. I will multiply those 2 numbers for you for the entire sheet. All right, so toilet paper, ooh, if I'm gonna get 2 12 packs, that's where a lot of my money is going right now. And I want 2 boxes of Cheerios, that's no joke, so $10.59. All right, so for now, based just on the feedback and the panic here, we'll just do this for Wednesday. And then we'll pick up with the project next after break. We'll do part 2. We'll do, I'm sorry, this, whatever I called it on yours. I think I called it part B, maybe. We'll do part B, which is the totals, and then we'll do part C, which is the graphs. So we won't do those other 2 parts this week. All right. Robbie, does that make sense? Or was there something else you wanted to see on part 3?
Oh, there. I couldn't unmute myself.
Oh.
No, that's all I had.
Okay. Jamarian, is there anything else you want to see or ask about?
Bye, Miss Samick.
Oh, you said not at the moment. All right, bye, Robbie. And Jamarian, I got your email about the Wi-Fi. So you can go in and finish your test. I put that slide in. Did you see how I added slide 11 or question 11? I think it was question 11. I made it like bright yellow so you could see that's the one you were missing. Was the question 11. So I put that slide in there, and then you didn't see it here. I can actually pull yours up. You're the only one on right now. So Um, I wonder if this is you. Oh, this is the original. Sorry. Oh, here. There you are. All right, so here's your test. If you now open your test, you'll see that it's loading, loading, loading. Everything's so slow today. There. Question 11 was the one you're missing. You were missing. Like the slide was, I don't know if it just got deleted or what, which is a good lesson for me that sometimes if you didn't even realize you deleted it, then that stinks. So maybe this is not a great format, but live and learn, right? So there's question 10, there's your answer. So you'll just go in and do question 11. Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask about? And you're going to do fine on this project. You'll be fine. You just go through, do your meal plan, make yourself a copy of the project, put your name on it, share it with me, and you'll be good. You will. You will. What part are you nervous about? Or what part of it? It is a lot. Maybe I was a little ambitious, but for now you have 3 days to do the Flipgrid, the meal plan, and just look up the prices and do that calculation. So that's all we'll do today, or for the first part. I had like all this other stuff that we were gonna do, but that's fine. You know what? Sometimes I need someone to tell me to slow it down. So for now, I mean, and for this part, you could pick, like, do what Henry said and pick 4 different types of cereal, if that's easier for you. And then look up your groceries and your prices so you understand what it costs. But then all this stuff over here, you do not have to do right now. All right, so you're just listing your groceries here. And that's all you need to do for that. You hate cereal? My man. Are you a bacon and eggs kind of guy? Not all of them necessarily. It's just however many spots you need. So if you look here and you end up doing, eggs and bacon, eggs and bacon, eggs and toast, eggs and sausage, whatever, and you just need to buy, and you just list all the things you need for breakfast, list all the things you need for lunch, list all the things you need for dinner. So you might not need, stop it. You might not need all of those. You don't need maybe 85 columns. You might just need 20. I know this is like real stuff, this is like the real thing that you got to do when you're a grown up and you have to grocery shop. Think about what do you need and how much does it cost. But seriously though, as you go through this, and if you get stuck or if you have any questions, just email me. I am on my computer all day long and all night long too. So I'd be happy to help you out. All right, anything else that you need before we sign off? Okay. All right, well then I'll see you Wednesday. Just work for like an hour right now. Maybe come back to it later this evening, work on it a little bit Tuesday. Just do little by little and you'll get it done. All right. Good luck to you and let me know. And then let me know if, what's going on here? If there's anything else you need. And I will see, oh, there you are. And I'll see you on Wednesday. I couldn't see you as you were typing all those things because my screen share, but now I see you. All right, we'll see you then. Bye.